Okay class, I've got a question here. An arithmetic sequence has the first term of 15 and the eighth term is 43. What are the second and third terms of the sequence? So the first thing we can do is we could say that the first term, t of 1, is equal to 15. So we'll just write that down. And the eighth term is equal to 43. And our general form of an arithmetic sequence formula is t of n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. And so what we need to do is find out what a is. Well, we know what a is because a is our first term. N, well, we'll sort out what n is in a moment. And d is our common difference. So we have to find d. We have to find d first before we can do anything else. And in this situation here, the way you find d is you take the eighth term and you subtract the first term. And first of all, you deal with the subscript values here, okay? So, eighth term minus the first term, well, that equals 7 terms, okay? There's 7 terms in total, 8 minus 1. The next thing we have to deal with is the actual variables. So, 43 minus 15, and that equals 28. Now, what you do then with these here is you divide them, okay? So, we divide 28 by 7, and that equals 4. So therefore our common difference in this situation here is 4. And we're going to use this in the next part of the problem, which will go on the next screen. So from here we can say that if the common difference is 4 and the first term is 15, we could say that term 2 equals 19 and term 3 equals 23. But what happens if we get a slightly different question? Similar, but maybe doesn't give us the first term. On the next slide I'll show you that. Okay, here's our next question. An arithmetic sequence has the fifth term of 6 and the 12th term is negative 29. What is the first term? So if we think through this, we can say that the fifth term, t of 5, is equal to 6 and that the 12th term is equal to negative 29. So what we need to do is first of all go t of 12 minus t of 5. And if we go the 12th term minus the 5th term, well, that means that there are again 7 terms. Okay? Now the 12th term is negative 29. The 5th term is equal, or is 6. So minus 29 minus 6 equals minus 35. Now using this information, if we go minus 35 divided by 7, so that's minus 35 is the difference between the terms, and 7 is the number of terms, that gives us a common difference of minus 5. So the common difference, d, is equal to negative 5. So now what we can do is using our equation, our formula, t of n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d, we can work out what the first term, which is a. But to do that, we need to choose one of these terms, either the fifth term or the 12th term. Let's choose the fifth term to go into this equation. Now the t of 5 is equal to 6. So we substitute that into our equation. 6 equals a, we're looking for a, plus 6 minus 1, because we're using the sixth term, times negative 5. Okay? So, therefore, 6 is equal to 6 minus 1, which is 5, times negative 5 is 25, so it's a minus 25. Okay? We then move the 25 over to the other side of the equation, so we negative 25 onto 6 is 31, so therefore a, if we do that, therefore a is equal to 31, and so the first term is 31. Hopefully that helps you. So from the previous screen we know that t of 1 equals 15 and t of 8 equals 43. We've also just worked out that d is equal to 4. We know the first term a is equal to 15, which is the first term. So the next thing we have to do is use the formula t of n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. And we need to know what n is. Well, let's say we do the first term, which is t of 1. So t of 1 is equal to a, which is 15, plus n minus 1, so we go 1 minus 1 times d.